from NBC News. This is a special edition of Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
And I'm standing here with the nice little lady from Tennessee. This is their slice of heaven on earth, but I'm missing Al. Al, where are you?
Well, Meredith, it is a tradition you're going to get to enjoy part of. It's this time of year. We are bringing in the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, the 74th tree. It is an 88-foot Norway spruce, 9 tons, a 45-foot limb span. It's coming from Richfield, Connecticut, and it is going to be set up here so that it can be lit November 29th right here on NBC, starting at about 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central Time. 730 lights, 5 miles of wires. It's going to be a spectacular. The holiday season doesn't get really rolling until we light up the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. My partner, Ann Curry, is going to be joining an all-star lineup with myself, Christina Aguilera, Sting, Bette Midler, Lionel Richie, Sarah McLachlan, John Legend, Martina McBride, Taylor Hicks, Enya, performing current hits, and some holiday favorites. We are so thrilled to be bringing this tree in here. A little bit later on, Mike Leonard's going to tell you exactly where it came from, the family that donated this tree, and what it means to them, and what it's going to be meaning to us. Very nice to be we've got a huge crowd to see it. Of course, it is Veterans Day, and of course, all our hearts, thoughts, and prayers are with the soldiers fighting today, our future veterans who are in conflicts all across the globe and taking a part in the Army and Air Force, Marine, National Guard, and all sorts of Coast Guard bases all across the country and the world. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Carcelary's driving it in. Ron, the driver there. Come take a look at that bad boy. This thing will be put up, and it's going to get lit up, Meredith. And, of course, as we always like to say, it gets lit November 29th. I get lit November 30th. Back to you.
Jamie, and up next, your wife, Julie, is going to be here, right?
The wife is here.
Not next, but coming up later.
That's
up
why.
next, this is the story behind this year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I'm talking with Jeremy Sue. But first, this is Today on NBC.
This portion of Today is brought to you by Deck the Halls, starring Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick, November 22nd, only in theaters.
Every year about this time, when Al rides the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree into the plaza, people here wonder, now where did they find a tree like that? And every year, our Mike Leonard answers that very question and finds a unique story in the process.
I could have been someone.
What does it take to be noticed, to be discovered, to bask in the glow of the national spotlight? 50-some years ago, a young Rob Kinnaird thought he knew the answer.
I think I'll be a dancer, I'll be an actor, I'll play an instrument, I'll become famous for, you think about being a fireman or a policeman or somebody who rescues people, and then I wind up getting on television because I've got a big tree in my yard, and a tree that I paid no attention to at all until these guys showed up and told me they wanted my big tree.
And the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
Oh well, sometimes you have to take what you're given. Not that Rob, his wife Deborah, and their 3 children are looking to take any bows for giving up their tree. A tree that Rob has known his entire life, having grown up in this Ridgefield, Connecticut house.
Did you love the tree?
It's like asking someone if they love their refrigerator. It's just always there.
Always in the background, in picture after picture, the overwhelming, underappreciated prop dominating every scene. As a young boy, Rob liked to climb the tree. As a grown man, he liked it even more.
Oh, I've been right to the top.
In fact, that's right where he was not too long ago, when he unexpectedly came upon another man at the top.
He says, "Who are you?" I said, "Never mind that. Who are you? What are you doing in my tree?"
The stranger on the upper branches had been sent to measure Mr. Kinnaird's 86-foot-tall Norway spruce, first spotted by helicopter.
I mean, these guys literally did drop out of the sky and say, would you like this to be the Rockefeller Center tree? I can't tell you how astonishing that is for somebody who's lived a pretty quiet life.
Rob Kinnaird, who makes a living restoring vintage automobiles, knew that his 90 to 100-year-old tree was nearing the end of its life, and under normal circumstances, its demise would merit only this kind of quiet goodbye wave. A real contrast to what the folks at Rockefeller Center have in mind. As for Rob and Deborah's personal reflections on the deeper philosophical meaning of their gift,
I think people do want to see how the normal person who had the tree reacts to the tree being cut and sent to the city.
Yeah. Oh,
you only have one time a year.
This is ridiculous. I mean, we're a couple of people who go to church and pay taxes, and now we are expected to be completely relaxed and say something intelligent to millions of people all over the world who will see this tape. I'm just a guy who had a tree in his yard. Merry Christmas, everybody, you know?
I got to marry him.
For today, Mike Leonard, NBC News, Ridgefield, Connecticut.
And our thanks to Rob and Deborah Kinnaird, standing right over there, as you see, who are giving us this wonderful, beautiful tree from their backyard for our enjoyment here on the plaza these holidays. And we'll be back in a moment. But first, this is Today on NBC.
And if you look outside, you just tuned in, our Rockefeller Center Christmas tree arrived in the plaza all the way from Ridgefield, Connecticut. 88-foot Norway spruce weighing in at 9 tons. Tree lighting is just around the corner on November 29th. Christmas in Rockefeller Center. 9 o'clock, I should say it starts 8 o'clock East Coast, 9 o'clock Central.